Good afternoon, boys and girls. Today we're going to learn about Antarctica. In kindergarten, you learned about globes and maps. And on these globes and maps, there are certain features like mountains, hills, rivers, lakes, and roads. And these are called geographic features. Today we're going to learn about Antarctica and the geographic features that is located on Antarctica. Antarctica is different than the other continents in many ways. But first, let's go to the definition. A continent is a single piece of land that is separated by islands. And here you have a map of all 7 continents. You have North America, Europe, Asia, South America, Africa, Australia, and Antarctica. That's what we're learning about today. And remember, geographic features, let's go over them one more time before we start talking about Antarctica. We have rivers and lakes, hills, roads, mountains. They're called geographic features. Here's some geographic features in Antarctica. Antarctica is covered in 98% of ice. And think about that for a minute. If 100% makes up a whole, 98% of ice means it's almost completely covered in ice. Antarctica is also an island. An island means that it's completely surrounded by water. Before we talk about that, though, let's look at our geographic features. We have like mountains and hills. We have some water. And if there's vans, there has to be some roads somewhere, right? Here's a picture of Antarctica. If you pull the globe upside down, here's what Antarctica looks like. Talking about the Antarctica's ice coverage. Now let's talk about this for a minute. We have north points up, west points this way, east points this way, and we have south that points down. And I said that Antarctica is located in the South Pole, so it's the bottom of the globe. Another way that Antarctica is different than most places is that its population. Population means the amount of people that live there. Antarctica is so cold that no one can live there year-round. Scientists visit Antarctica in the summer because they cannot survive the cold temperatures in the winter. And some people want to vacation in Antarctica, so they make homes to live in during the months of summer. Now, before we go on, look at my little calendar. We have 12 months in a year, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 months in a year. So, our summer starts June 21st and ends September 23rd. But Antarctica's summer begins in December and ends in March. So that's a little different. So, if you ever take a vacation in Antarctica, you want to go between December and March. That's the warmest months. But it's not warm enough to go swimming. It's still below freezing. And that's the end. So we learned today about Antarctica. We learned about geographic features. And a geographic feature is mountains, hills, lakes, rivers, and roads. So let's make sure to remember that. And then don't forget what Antarctica's geographic features look like. We have their mountains and hills and have some water and the roads the van drives on. And remember that Antarctica is located at the South Pole down here. So it's not the north, west, east. It's located at the south. And it's covered at 98% of ice. And one thing else I want you to remember. Let's look at this picture for a minute. This picture, kind of breezed through it a minute ago, but right here we have some mountains. If you can see that. That's our Transantarctic Mountains. We have a lake right here. And after doing some research, I learned there's some roads right about here. So there's some of where Antarctica's geographic features are. We have our mountains, our lakes, and our roads. So keep that in mind for tomorrow's lesson. I hope to see you in class tomorrow.